Welcome to Wall Street Sizing Up. We're glad you're here. You know we are the only channel that allows you to profit off the insider trading, insider knowledge of the hedge funds. Today, very different. We are involved in the hedge funds a little bit, but it's stocks to watch for the 5G revolution. That's right, the 5G revolution. What do you need to know? Like standard 5G, 5G plus, you need to know those things. These are long-term plays today. With that, let's do what we came here to do. Jake, hit the theme, and let's go. And we're off. Like I said, hell of a day in the markets. We are bleeding out. We have absolutely been stabbed today. The Dow's down almost 800, Nasdaq's down almost 250, and S&P is down 80 points. Why is that? New home sales are down. The stimulus package not happening. Nada. And we got election jitters.
Tweak's having a panic attack. It was real! He tried to get me! Who did? The president!
So, with that, I think that we should probably start with where we are now in the 5G revolution. And that is, we're at 4G. And 4G right now has between 10 and 15 megabit downloads. That's great. It's phenomenal. It works for a lot of people, right? But we got 22 billion devices on the internet right now. We have 1 billion people on the internet right now, and we are going to need to get about 7 billion more people on the internet to improve their quality of life, right? So that's 4G. In the 5G world, you've got standard 5G and you've got 5G plus. Standard 5G uses multiple spectrums, and the carriers are going to be able to get you down to, or get you up to 450 megabytes per second download speeds. Phenomenal. Far more than what we have now. But here's the promise, and here's what they all promote, is the 5G plus, right? 1.5 gigabit download speeds. Right? Now, it runs in its own spectrum. It's a 30 gigahertz spectrum, and it's called multi-meter waves, if you wanted to know. But why is that? It's not just the phones and getting texts and photos faster and whatever. That's going to be phenomenal. But we've got smart cities, right? We've got low latency is going to help cities with congestion and parking sensors and waste management.
Now that's a pro gamer move.
It's going to help with the autonomous vehicles, Tesla and what Waymo's doing. Again, lower latency. You're going to have improved experiences in stadiums and watching your favorite soccer team or football team. 5G drones. It needs lower latency to do real-time monitoring as well. Public transportation, farming, healthcare. It's all going to be helped. So the first thing that I want to do is I wanted to just introduce you to the 5G ETF. It is the looks like, as far as alternative ETFs go, it's in the top 20, right? And it's literally called 5G, FIVG.
Clever girl.
Clever girl.
Clever girl!
Right? Why I like it, expense ratio is 0.3. What that means, for every $10,000 that you invest, it only costs you $30 per year. Year to date, they've done about 10%. In 365 days, they've done almost 20%. What they try to do is they try to accurately track the Blue Star 5G Communications Index aggregate return performance. And their top 5 holdings include Qualcomm, NXPI, Ericsson, ADI, XLNX, right? And again, they're ranked in the top 20 of 86 alternative ETFs. Again, long-term investing. We're not talking about short-term or swing trading. This ETF and the stocks we're about to talk about are long-term. So let's go to the stocks. It's very interesting. Now, there is a method to the madness here. These are long-term plays. These are not short-term. They're not swing trades. Or they're not even hedge fund plays for the most part. But I did look at the hedge funds, see who owned them, and how many hedge funds actually owned them. I also looked at if they had buy ratings or what type of ratings they had on them. I also drew on their business model. Also drew on my background in telecom. I worked in telecom for about 7 to 8 years in sales. So first up is Ericsson. You see it on the screen there. Ericsson is well positioned for the 5G revolution. Here's why. ERIC. ERIC is a ticker, $36 billion market cap. Clearly, we know it provides hardware, software, services to telecom companies for the connectivity of the 5G service. But here's the thing. They're printing money. The Ericsson printer go brr.
Money, please! Money, please.
Ben, give her some money. It's easier.
You want to know why? Because they're generating a royalty of up to $5 per smartphone from its 5G patent portfolio. That's right. $5 every smartphone sold. That's crazy. Ericsson currently is also providing 5G equipment to 56 live 5G networks in 29 countries, including China. 1.3 billion people. I get it. I'm just not a big fan of the CCP, right? Ericsson, you can see here, up 34% for the year, 59% buy. 6 hedge funds do hold. So again, long-term 5G revolution. Looking at a good 5-year horizon, probably 10. There is no price target on that one. It's an upgrade and a buy to most analysts. Qualcomm, $128 billion market cap, does have a dividend yield of 2.3%. QCOM is the ticker. A lot like Ericsson here, and that's why I like it. Patent business that collects licensing fees from other companies to use its patents. It just settled with Apple in April of 2019. The iPhone maker paid Qualcomm $4.5 billion and signed a 6-year global patent licensing agreement with an option for an additional 2 years. Qualcomm will also supply the 5G chips for Apple's new 5G iPhones that are being shipped to the stores now, right? Also, they get bonus. Huawei also settled with them as well for unpaid royalties for a $1.8 billion lump sum payment. Now, Qualcomm, no hedge funds hold it, right? But here's the thing. It is a strong buy, 69% buy. It's at 126 today. The price target on it is between 130 and 150. And it does have the dividend, so please remember that. Next up, we go to one of the favorites, T-Mobile. See me in pink. There it is. Now, T-Mobile, TMUS, is the ticker, $141 billion market cap. It just completed the merger between them and Sprint. Now, here's where it gets interesting. As part of receiving the Justice Department approval for the merger, T-Mobile had to promise to deliver a 5G network to 99% of American homes within 6 years. It will also ensure 90% of the population in the U.S. will receive 100 megabit per second downloads. Now, that's the standard 5G, but how great is that, right? Right now, they are at 111. They have a price target of $140 over the next 5 years. $140, and approximately 50 hedge funds hold them. They're up 36% for the year. I just think this is a phenomenal company. They're very well run, and it is a stock to buy for that horizon. Next up is Analog Devices. You'll like them as well. $42 billion market cap, 2.2% dividend yield. Clearly, it manufactures analog to digital converter chips.
Yeah, tell him about the sex robot.
The what?
Yes, so what?
I call him Fister Roboto.
But it doesn't just fist him. Tell him.
He's learning.
Here's the thing about them and why they're important. The typical 5G base station, which is not the cell towers themselves, but the base of the cell towers, that station requires 8 times as many channels for 5G as it does for the 4G base, right? To process the signal needed for the wireless phone transmission. This provides Analog Device with a significant 5G opportunity and upside. Now, they are ADI, Analog Devices. 121 is what they're trading at now. Now, they're an upgrade or they're a buy on Robinhood, and 20 hedge funds hold them. I do not have a price for them just yet, but I believe that I saw one at 134. At 134 is the price target for them. Again, they're up 13%, but I think that they have significant upside for the 5G revolution. Next up is American Tower. Very different business model here. $112 billion market cap, a not nominal dividend. It's a real estate investment trust, a REIT. AMT is the ticker. They own 181,000 cell towers worldwide. They own 41,000 in the US. Why do I think they are going to take advantage of the 5G revolution? Clearly, they expect wireless carriers to invest $32 billion in capital in the next 3 years for the 5G rollout with them, and emerging markets are strong in India, Africa, and Latin America. By investing in American Tower, you are betting that 5G will be one of the top technology transformations of the next decade. This is a slow burn stock. It is a REIT. It is not going to jump 30% in one day. It's only up, I believe, 7%, 8% this year. It does have a buy rating on it. It has a price target of 260 to 296, and 20 hedge funds do own AMT. Good to know, and a stock to buy, again, long term. And finally, we all know this one, AAPL, or Apple. They are shipping their iPhones currently to the stores. $2 trillion market cap. We all know that. Here's the icing on the cake for them. They believe Apple could convert 300 million to 400 million current iPhone users over to the 5G iPhones in 2 years. That is, especially with a $1,000 price tag, wow.
Money, money, money. Must be funny.
Apple is also the most widely held stock of hedge funds. Over 1,000 hedge funds own AAPL. Clearly, it's got a buy rating on it. I believe it's trading about 115. It's up 84% for the year. And we're looking at a price target between, it varies, but 125 to 150. So Apple clearly, I think Samsung's in there as well, but I really believe Apple will have more upside than Samsung. Again, these are long-term. These are not hedge fund buys. Hedge funds clearly play this game as well for the short term and the swing trades, but 3, 5, 10-year horizons. So with that said, guys, I just wanted to bring you that. I hope you liked the 5G revolution.
When worlds collide.
And what we talked about and how it's going to work. If you would like to get more information for a newsletter that comes out in about 45 days, we're starting one. It's at sizingup.co, sizingup.co. Love for you to do that. And number 2, see below, you see our Instagram account. You also see our Twitter account. Twitter's kind of cool. We've got a bot that's rolling now near real time. It gives you large sized up positions of the hedge funds. So with that said, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Cheers. Watch your 6 and go hard in the paint. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. Well, good day, good evening, and whatever time it may be. We hope you enjoyed that video as much as we enjoyed making it. Please hit the like or the subscribe or leave a comment, because we love that feedback. And you know what we say. At the casino, you got to watch your 6 and you go hard in the paint, guys. Cheers. We'll see you next time.